Hello everyone. Welcome. Welcome to Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. I hope you guys are ready for some Phoenix Wright. From what I remember, we finally made it to the evidence room. So, you know what? Let's start with that already. Hello? Game? Are you not gonna show? Oh, thank you. And now you can hear the music. Yay! Day 2 investigation. We are going to load the selected file. Do we have more to talk about? No. But we can examine things. Oh, look at this big pile of junk in the corner. That looks like a car door. That's a pair of handcuffs attached to the frame. Maybe the guy they caught was some sort of escape artist? Oh, no, honey, this is Edgeworth's car. Hey, that's one of those human profiles for range testing. He's been shot square in the forehead. Ooh. Better him than us. Yeah, no, this is Edgeworth's car door. So this is stuff with evidence. Stuffed with dreams. Yeah, I'm not so sure about the dreams. Hopes? For some people? Yeah, no. Not gonna continue. It won't open. Did you really think it would? Didn't you hear what Gumshoe said? Our security is high-tech around here. I want Edgeworth's car door. Okay, I'll get it. I'll get it for you. How are you doing, Dovey? How are you doing? I am under a Doctor Who blanket right now, and I feel like maybe I should get him a sweater. But, then maybe I'll be too cozy. Hi, Jolteron. How's everyone doing? We are investigating. We might finish this game this month. Guys, we might finish this game this month. And let me tell you, we already started the next game. That doesn't mean anything to a lot of people. We already started the next game, but we have like 5 games ongoing. But it's a very specific game. I'm tired but doing well. Oh, I'm sorry you're tired. Hopefully you can like snuggle under blankets and watch whatever you want to watch and be happy and comfortable. I'm doing well. I literally woke up from a nap and then had some swigs of what is the word? Yogurt. Of blueberry yogurt. And they're very good. And then some chocolate chips. And then I just got here. Blanket. I'm under a blanket. Looking at a beautiful gumshoe. The workday was a little bit tiring. But you know, that's customer service. Even though it is customer service, but it isn't. But it is. It is. It's just stupid. Oh, God. Okay. There's something sticking. There's something sticking there. It must be a shirt. I wonder if Detective Gumshoe put this here. There you go, pal, making me. Oh, no, Gumshoe. Who's your favorite character? I don't know if we've seen every character in this from the first game, but who's your favorite character from the first Ace Attorney? No responsible for evidence here. That said, I bet that evidence locker was opened recently. How do you know? If you leave things hanging out like this, the evidence gets dirty or ripped. The guard checks on that kind of stuff and notifies the detective responsible. Old bag? Ugh. She is unforgettable. Look, Old bag and Lotta Heart. Oh. Both are so unforgettable. Not my favorite characters at all, but very unforgettable. How many times have I had him breathing down my neck about some silly evidence? Since the Detective Gumshoe leaves evidence hanging out a lot too. Well, you see, it happens. I bet he doesn't tuck in his shirt under the trench coat either. Oh no! Gumshoe! Someone protect Gumshoe! They are 100%, 1,000% better than Salmonella. 100,000%. Oh. Wait, we don't have that? Okay. Okay. Oh, hey, that is the metal detector that we used in the previous case. In the fishing pole? I don't remember if we got a fishing pole. I remember it was a metal detector and a dog. I don't remember what the other one is. That's my personal pole. I never did get around to using it. And the metal detector. That's the metal detector, the one that led to the solving of the case out on Gort Lake. Yeah! Like ages ago. Oh my god. And, I don't think I've seen this one before. Is this a bomb? Turns the dial. Oh, that's a bug sweeper. Also, Mia Fey. Yeah, Mia's kind of cheating, but Mia is so Mia. Mia. I'm sure it will come in handy in solving some case sooner or later. That cheap-looking box? You can't judge a person or a machine by their cover. You gotta look at their heart. Yeah, I hadn't noticed that. Do you say anything? Do you say anything? Oh, there's a door. Yep, we just came through. Looks like you don't need the ID card to get out. Wonder what would happen if Officer Marshall cut the power while we were inside. Let's not think about that! And now we slide to the right. We don't take a look at the paint. Okay, here, this paint we do take a look. What is a saw and a paint doing here? Since the dawn of time, true art has always been a war against suppression. True art? I noticed that there's a blue and yellow paint here. Perhaps we're witnessing the birthplace of the Blue Badger? Well, you might say this is my studio. Here? Gumshoe, this is the evidence room! Okay. And now for the obvious. What's this? Blood! What's this? What's this? It looks like it's blood. What's this? What's this? It's not my handprint. A little worn, but there's definitely a handprint here. Yep. It looks like someone tried to wipe it off. Gumshoe is also precious. Yeah, Gumshoe is... We must protect Gumshoe. I wonder if he comes out in other games. I hope he is in other games, because Gumshoe's such a cutie pie. Mr. Wright, what if there's other bloodstains? We should use the luminol. We will do that later. Look, this one's open and the red indicator light above the door is lit. That locker is coded for Detective Goodman's fingerprints. Detective Goodman's locker? Are you sure it's okay to leave it open like that? Well, if we don't, then who will... Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Gumshoe. You know. Gumshoe understands. It's empty. They must have taken the contents elsewhere. Yeah. Someone left a glove here, but only one. Oh, this is an SL9K. Detective Gumshoe. Maybe? There you go, pal. Making me out to be some kind of absent-minded. No, Gumshoe! Everyone protect Gumshoe! That's evidence from the case, you know? You mean SL9? It does have a tag on it. Extremely thin rubber glove. Oh boy. It seems we're gonna figure out two cases at once in this case again. Something must have broken someone must have broken something big to make all these pieces. Detective Gumshoe, oh, Phoenix! No, that's apparently from the case. Oh, the SL9. See the sticker on one of the pieces? No, I actually do not. Yeah, take a closer look. I wonder what shape these pieces were in before it was broke. We are gonna put it back together. We're gonna put it back together. 3 hours on that before I had to give up. Oh, Gumshoe. A tube of glue. We shouldn't. Emma, we shouldn't glue things back together. Emma, we shouldn't glue things back together. But I guess if they allow us to do this... oh, right, rotate here. Okay, not that piece. Not that piece. No. This piece? Like this? No. This is the worst type of puzzles for me. This is the worst type of puzzles for me. Okay. No, this wouldn't make sense now. Okay. Shapes are our true enemy. Yeah! It also... oh no, it reminds me of... So for some people who don't know, I like watching Steven and Mal play video games. And I am currently watching through their playthrough of Tears of the Kingdom, and I obviously watched the part in which the one and only Stephen George had problems with the shapes. Like, it is a constant thing because it's not only that trial in Tears of the Kingdom. It's so funny, and it reminded me of this. This is my foe. I didn't have that much issue with that one, and here comes Ed to tell me no that I did. But you know, well, I think we did it, but some of the pieces are missing. Yeah, I got that far too in 2 minutes myself. The problem is finishing it. Some pieces stolen? I bet they were missing to begin with. Still, it doesn't look like the most stable kind of jar. I kind of understand how it got broken. Oh, honey, maybe it's not looking like that. Jar pieces back together. Piece is missing. Well, is there anything else to figure out? It makes a jar. There are two things that bother me. One, why are some of the pieces missing? Two, doesn't it seem a little unstable? Yep. No wonder it broke. I'll make sure to remember. Hey, if you ever make a jar, make sure that it is stable enough to stand on its own, so if not, it'll break. Taking a pottery class would be so much fun, by the way. Court record. Go here. And go here. And if we slide... Let's start by sliding. Oh, interesting. Nothing here. Oh! 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 Why am I getting a reaction here? There's no reason for the murderer to touch this spot if he fled out the door. This might be something significant. Hey, that's some pretty amazing stuff you got there. Oh, Detective Gumshoe, do you not know luminol spray? Is this technology too new? Oh my god. Where are we? What year is it? What, this? It's called luminol testing fluid. It's luminol spray. Oh, by the way! Dovi, you're here, so I can talk about it and someone will understand. Yesterday we had at work, we had a team building activity. Obviously because, like, I don't live in the US, but most of my clients are from the US, so no one was calling because Labor Day. So we had a team building activity, and in the team building activity, there was a puzzle that was numbers, and part of the puzzle was like, hey, we add up to 9, and my brain's like, 999. Immediate 999, and then I immediately knew which number it was as soon as it's like 9. Okay, this is it. 999. It was great. Obviously, no one understands that reference because no one plays visual novels. No one, and it sucks. More people need to play visual novels. More people need to play visual novels. Hopefully, no one exploded. I mean, we probably did because we were the team that did the worst in the final activity. And the final activity was making the tallest tower out of spaghettis, like dry spaghetti, uncooked spaghetti, and marshmallows. It wasn't a fun time. Where'd you get the hands in that? Huh? I'd like to get some too. I'll spare $50 from the Oh. I always buy it by mail order. We better jot this down for the floor plans. Yeah. Please do. Thank you. Okay. We're back to spraying things. Did anyone use this? No. Well, we're over here. Might as well start over here. Well, that makes sense. That's where the body was, right? That must have been the massive pool of blood. Yeah, never seen anything like it. Yeah! In this game, we actually haven't, really. Not a professional. What's your opinion, detective? Pale blue blood. Made Detective Goodman was actually an alien! Oh my god. Gumshoe, you're a sweetie pie! Never change! Never change, Gumshoe! This presumed thing really happened in front of this locker. I'll make a note of it in the floor plans. Hey, if you didn't want my opinion, you shouldn't have asked. Oh, but we needed your opinion, detective. And yes, I am spraying everywhere else apart from it. Just so that I can end with the very obvious one. I knew it. This is someone's right handprint. Right? Oh yeah, it is. What? What's the matter, detective? This locker, it's mine! It's yours? Please, you have to help me when they come to take me away. Oh, Gumshoe! Gumshoe, pleasey, Gumshoe. Promise you'll testify that I wouldn't harm a fly. You'll do that for me, won't you, pals? Yes, Gumshoe. I'm counting on you. Believe me, you can't trust— Oh! Gumshoe, you're police! Yeah, thank you, Emma! Look at the time. Was there something you needed to be going to? Just that Mr. Edgeworth Inquiry Committee should be letting out soon. I'm going to give them my report for the day. It might help, you know. Report? You mean the note written on the back of that flyer? The one that says nothing but no problems? Hey, it's Mr. Edgeworth. I'm sure he can use a report. Oh, Gumshoe's so precious. Gumshoe, why you so precious? I believe in him. Who needs enemies when you've got friends like Detective Gumshoe? Oh, God. Bye, Gumshoe. I should probably see what Edgeworth has to say, too. Yeah. There's nothing else, right? I don't think so. Do you say something? No, well, if I talked. No, you wouldn't say anything. Hey, what if I present you with this? Oh, they didn't have much evidence in the Wild West? Oh boy. some evidence to get this guy. Oh boy, okay. Yeah, no, I don't think I have evidence for this guy. So... underground parking lot? The High Prosecutor's Office! Hello, honey! I'm home! That's so... Oh! What the fuck? I didn't expect you! What the heck? Oh, it's you! Have we met somewhere? Huh? Mr. Edgeworth, I beg your leave. So long. Farewell. Is Edgeworth here? They're standing by the window, a teacup in his hand. Oh, no, don't look so pained, my baby. Oh, no. He looks so pained. I can't take it. He has the hotel bringing him tea service. Mr. Edgeworth, you're back from districtive, oh my god, I can't speak. District Prosecutor's Office inquiry? I am. By the way, Detective Gumshoe was looking for you. Ah, yes. He brought me the latest information, it seems. Really? Was it helpful? Apparently a new French restaurant is opening near here. I think he was trying to oh! Edgeworth doesn't get it, and it's so much better than that! Don't let him know that this is so much better. I think the whole thing is really taking a toll on him. Okay, let's talk. How did the inquiry committee go, boyfriend? Actually, they decided to treat this not as a case of concealing evidence, but as a communications error during the investigation. Oh, well that's good, I guess. Yes, apparently there are some who believe that I concealed evidence? No! They gave me a warning. You were lucky this time. Again. Oh, look at his face. I just want to pat his head and hug him and give him a kiss on his forehead. Again? I've heard them say that so many times. Ever since that case 2 years ago. Are you okay for tomorrow's trial? Well, I'm still the presiding prosecutor, attorney. However, something happened? They gave control of the investigation over to the police department. Okay. That sounds like fun. Yes, any further investigations for this case will be directed by the Chief of Police, Gant. I can do nothing but wait for his results. Why, I ask you? Why? All along, I've done only what I believe is right. I have nothing to be ashamed of. Oh, sweetie. But still. Oh, sweetie pie. Hey, do you want to see my badge? You don't expect me to sit here and discuss the case with you over a cup of tea? Yeah! Emma. The best evidence. Okay, so this is not the best evidence. Nope, this is also not the best evidence. What was this one? Ooh. Oh, right. I better check this now. As I was saying, What's this? A record of ID card usage? Edgeworth, you went into the evidence room that day, didn't you? Just before the incident occurred, no less. Yes, that's true. Why, Mr. Edgeworth? Please don't look at me like that. I was asked to go. By Chief Gant. Gant! By Gant! Oh my god, Gant! What did you do, Gant? What did you do, Orange Man? We're finally sending an Orange Man to prison. Maybe. The Chief of Police? He wanted evidence for a case that wrapped up half a year ago. He told me he wanted to keep it here in the prosecutor's office. But it was solved, right? It would have to be if the evidence was already filed. The chief is never one to explain himself. In any case, the day of the stabbing, I brought this back here. Can I ask what kind of case it was? I can't say. It really has nothing to do with the current case. I'm curious. Evidence from the past cases of Edgeworth brought back. Okay. Stubborn as always, I told you this has nothing to do with the current case. Okay. Okay, this has nothing. Maybe? Oh no, this is nothing too. Do you know if this locker is yours? No, this is not the locker. Okay. So maybe we talk now? No. Huh. I am missing something. I am missing something. I know I have to show him something else. There has to be. He hasn't given me anything apart from new evidence, I guess. Oh, wait. Options? Options. Oh boy. Give me a second. We're doing this one again. I know you. You've probably got a hold of some information already, right? It all has to do with the case you were on, the SL9 incident, and some dark suspicion you were wrapped up in. Oh, why are you doing this to me? You guys, I hope that you guys didn't see that. I hope that you guys didn't see that. I had to ban someone. You're the man who revived the worst memory of my life. I figured I'd be telling you about this sooner or later. He must be talking about... Okay, so this is what it is. Okay, now he talks, right? Yeah! You want cheap viewers? Well then... You know what to do. You know what to do. You need to play dating sims. You need to play dating sims. Like this one. You need to make them kiss. You go... Mwah. And it's perfect. You get all the cheap viewers. Everyone's here for the smut. The SL9 incident was a heinous serial killing case. The head of the investigation was the deputy chief of police at the time, Damon Gant. That wacky old coot was involved in the case 2 years ago too then. This orange man... I have a bad feeling about this orange man. He was a top officer, and it was my first time working with him. I was nervous. Wow, you get nervous too, Mr. Edgeworth? What I want to know is, why was the deputy chief of police in the investigation? In truth, I used slightly more extreme methods than normal. We were dealing with a vicious murderer. If I let him go, the blood would be on my hands. We won our guilty verdict, and the killer was executed. Wait, you didn't... Of course not! I didn't touch the evidence. Yes, I will do anything in my power to win a trial. However, I do have a code, and I follow it faithfully. Oh, edgy poo! By the way, Emma, the chief prosecutor wanted to know something. My sister? What? If you were still studying forensic science. Huh? Yes, of course. Why, just today Mr. Wright and I were using this. Luminal testing fluid, huh? Well then, you might as well have a use for this! No, this is the blowing part! Aluminium powder for taking fingerprints! It's been chemically treated for better adhesion. Oh god! For me? For me? Are you sure? We are the enemy, you know. I have no say in today's investigation. Do as you will. Edgeworth, I'm really... No need to thank me. Here, take your powder and this fingerprint files for everyone involved. Thanks. How about giving this to Detective Gumshoe. Oh, Gumshoe. Well, let's get going. One last investigation. Right. Seeing a suspicious handprint somewhere. Wait, why can't Edgeworth chemically treat us instead? He has to heat treat us first. Oh no, we're disgusting! Oh no, we're disgusting! Alright, oh, I cannot use it here, okay. Alright, yeah. There's several of those! Here, this blood. We just borrowed, okay. So we're doing this first. Right, let's get started. First, choose a finger. A finger? Each finger leaves behind a slightly different fingerprint. So let's choose the finger that will have left behind the clearest prints. In this case, yeah, it would be the index. Quit procrastinating and choose a finger. Yeah, we'll choose this one. Okay, now it's time to check for prints. Let me show you how it's done. Let me show you how it's done. Let me show you how it's done. We can do it. We can do it. How do you do that? With enter. Oh no. Ah, it looks like that did the trick. What is the enter button in my controller? Once the powder is well spread, just blow away the excess. How do I blow it away? With the E button. Oh my god, what is the E button in my controller? I only have YXAB. Oh, you no longer blow on candles on your birthday cake because you might give COVID to everyone. And I'm laughing because it's a sad reality that we live in. Whoa, that looks like fun. It's fine. It won't go up your nose or anything. You just pour the powder on thick. Ah, you just powdered it on thick. Okay, I just have to use my buttons. You did it! You found one! But this looks nothing like a fingerprint. Now that you mention it, I guess it doesn't. What does this mean? I think it means we're out of luck. Oh, it's a glove! Ha! I figured that out before you. Hey, calm down. That's just the way it goes sometimes with scientific investigation. But it does seem a shame. Well, we're at it. Why don't we look at it for other fingerprints? Other prints? Look at the locker door again closely. Oh. Seems like there's a fingerprint outside the bloody handprint as well. Let's see if we can get a clear... Oh, damn it. This game is brilliant. Okay. Oh, I have to put more. Okay. Where am I missing powder? Okay. The dazzling. It's dazzling. Dazzling? Anyway, this print took a lot of effort. Let's match it up right away. So we're not done yet. This is quite a process. Phoenix Wright. Defense attorney. I'm finding it from not knowing who the owner is. Yeah. Okay, let's look at the data then. I could make a pretty good guess. The bloody handprint and the fingerprints are in different places, right? That means that the prints probably don't have anything to do with our case. So whose fingerprints would we most likely find in this evidence locker? Obviously Gumshoe. It should be Gumshoe. Because it's his locker. Yeah. I remember things. It is his locker. So this prints belong to Detective Gumshoe. Something wrong, Mr. Wright? You gave me this so what look. I guess that's probably because I was thinking so what. Okay, so we came up with nothing this time, but there's always next time. Sometimes you hit, sometimes you miss. You gotta roll with the punches. Wait, if I remember yeah, there is another handprint. Beautiful. Can I? Oh, I have to. Do I have to use the luminol first? Oh, do I examine and then do it? How do I do this? Why? Huh. Oh, okay. Yeah. I have to warn you something first. What? The area with blood was wiped away, right? We only ended up finding it using the chemical means. Any prints in that area will have been wiped away too. Oh. So no prints. Don't ask me, Jesus Christ, girl. Yeah, we must try. We're gonna try with this finger. No? Am I pressing A? I am pressing A. Why can't I? Oh. Can I now do that? Why the fuck am I not able to do it? Hello, game? I'm trying here. Oh. What? I thought it would be in one of the visible parts of it, but I guess not. Oh no, not quite. Not quite. But this one, this one on the other hand. Is it someone I know? Yeah! It's Officer Marshall. 3 exclamation marks! Wow. 3 of them. Officer Jake Marshall? Yes, I would like some tea, please. Oh. I don't know if you heard that, but I said that I would like some tea, and then Ed immediately burped. It's got to be a coincidence. He's not involved in the crime. Emma? This is decidedly different from Detective Gumshoe's prints. The luminal reaction, the blood and the fingerprints are in the same place. Oh. Oh! So we have Jake Marshall's fingerprints, huh? On a wiped blood stain. But why would Officer Marshall? It looks like our investigation is finally turning up some results. I guess this is what you'd call a decisive evidence. I don't believe it. Ooh! We're going to trial! Guys, we're going to trial. Oh no, we're going to trial. Oh no, we're going to trial. Oh no, we're going to trial. Ah! Oh my god, and trial is split in two again? Jesus. It is 9:41 a.m. We are ready for a trial again. And the prosecution is as confused as we are. After all, the victim was murdered in two different places at the same time. And a different suspect was arrested at each of the crime scenes. Lana! Good morning, Mr. Wright. Lana is so pretty! Which is the hottest woman of this one? Because, like, so from my opinion, even though Dee Vasquez is really pretty, Mia and Lana are kind of like against each other. And Penny is so cute. Penny is adorable. And I think that'd be it because April May is... No, I'm not. I am not into April May. I'm sorry. That girl is too much. Apologies. I apologize for yesterday. I was indisposed. We just finished. Oh my god, I'm used to all-nighters? Girl! As Mr. Rice suspects, the police are clueless. I figured as much as so I struck a plea bargain. Oh? What do you mean by that? We agreed that if I told them the truth behind the simultaneous murder, Mia's big and sassy, Lana's confident, Penny's cute, April's a psycho for psychos. April is... Yeah. I have... She leaves me stunned and not in the good way. They wouldn't seek capital punishment. That's what I mean, Emma. Lana, don't tell me you... Much to my regret. I'm as much in the dark about this as they are. The sky. We found trace evidence of this certain person in the police department's evidence room. They belong to Officer Jake Marshall. Emma's cute. Yeah, no, Emma is like... Emma is so cute, but she's like young. Like... We don't have everyone's profile, but she's 16. She only gets to be cute. She only gets to be cute, you know? She's 16. Meanwhile, Lana's 29 and like... Yeah. Yeah. She gets head spats instead. Yeah, she gets head spat. This is a kill. Angel Star, you can go the fuck away. You're pretty, but you disgust me. Bloodstained fingerprints to be exact. That's the trump card I have up my sleeve today. You do understand what this means, don't you? In order to defend my sister, you're going to accuse Mr. Marshall? We have to play the cards we're dealt. Isn't that right, Miss Guy? Do what you have to do, Mr. Wright. Lana, why you so pretty? And Maya's also adorable. Maya is like... So Penny is cute, and Emma is cute. But Maya's adorable. I can't with Maya. Maya, she's so adorable. Yeah, nice younger sister character. Yeah. She's adorable. She's just like, you can do it, Mr. Wright. You by my side, I can do it, Maya. But Lana, oh Lana. Lana makes me get the vapors. Court is now in session. We're ready. And I guess they're also ready. Huh? It takes 30 minutes by car to reach the police department from the prosecutor's office. Yet the victim, Bruce Goodman, was laid in both places at the same time. But that's not physically possible, is it? What's more, I hear the victim from the evidence room just disappeared. Yes, and the body eventually... Emma, are you even allowed to talk? That sounds condescending, and I'm sorry, Emma. That's not what I meant. What I meant is... This is a courtroom. And you're 16. Is she allowed to talk in a courtroom where adults are doing adult business? But not... One of my duties as prosecutor is to present impartial evidence. Today I will present evidence relating to the murder at the police department. In so doing, I believe the way in which we should proceed will reveal itself. So on top of things. Oh, Edgeworth! This is supposed to be an admirable trait? Yeah, it is. Let the trial resume. On the day of the crime, what exactly transpired at the police department? Mr. Edgeworth, you may call your first witness. This series cross-examines animals. A 16-year-old forensic tech is normal. You know what? I guess that's fair. I guess that is fair. Yeah, we did cross-examine the best witness. Polly the parrot. You mean the so-called murderer? Yeah. Oh boy. Oh boy. Edgeworth, what are you doing to us? Mike Meekings. Oh, Mike. That would be murderer, sir. Oh no! Meekings! You're telling us you're a professional killer? Let's be, sir. I'm the one who did it. I'll never kill anyone again, sir. You've got to believe me, sir. You're from... I'm what you would call part of the younger generation, sir. A person whose action adults can't possibly comprehend. Yeah, Mr. Edgeworth, get him under control. Officer Meekings? Yes, sir. Give us your report of the crime. Consider that an order. Yes, sir, as you wish. After all, I am part of the generation that must be told what to do, sir. Oh, God. This is a dig. This is a dig, and I do not appreciate it. This is a dig, and I do not appreciate it. I know it's not a dig at my generation. It's not a dig at millennials. But, whew. This is a dig. You can fault him for a lack of enthusiasm. Although it's not my normal duty, I was assigned to guard the evidence room on that day. I spotted a suspicious man on the security screen and rushed into the room. I was only doing what I was trained to do, sir. I was suddenly attacked. I fought for my life, then I did it. After that, I passed out, until another officer smacked me awake. So the victim, Detective Goodman, attacked you? Do unto others before they do unto you. That's the Meekings family motto, sir. I see. Then you fainted and a colleague helped you regain consciousness. Yes, sir. He knocked me upside the head, sir. Very well. The defense may begin its cross-examination. It's more info, yeah. Guess we gotta press everything. Why were you assigned? Yeah, you work in the general affairs. Why were you assigned? Hiring new recruits. Oh, you're HR basically. No, there's a scary thought. Evidence transferal was taking place on the day of the crime, which meant many officers were given special tasks not ordinarily performed. I was in charge of guarding the Blue Badger, sir. The Blue Badger? Yes, sir, the lovely police mascot created by the chief of detectives, sir. I was to ensure it wasn't broken during the transferal process. That was my sole mission for the day. Oh god, that song is gonna drive me insane, I have a feeling. Sounds like a very, important mission. After the award ceremony finished that day, there were so many people running around that I relocated the Blue Badger to the evidence room. Oh, so that's why you went... okay, that makes sense. Tell us. What did you see when you got there? I spotted a suspicious man on the security screen and rushed into the room. In order to enter the evidence room, you need an ID card, am I correct? Precisely, sir. I have one right here around my neck. So then, your ID number should be listed on here, right? There it is. I found it. This is the one right here. Could you please read us the number? Yes, sir. 4989596. That's my number, sir. I see. Huh? That number is there twice. God damn it, it's there twice. Please explain, witness. It's no real mystery, sir. The first time is when I relocated the Blue Badger to the room, and the second is when I went to go get him after everything settled down. Sir, it was during the second time when... Yes, sir, that is when I spotted the man on the security screen. Okay. I was only doing what I was trained to do, sir. I was suddenly attacked. So you were attacked. Can you please tell us exactly what happened to you? It was a knife, sir. A knife. Detective Goodman pulled a knife on you. What happened? Well, with me charging in on him like that, he looked as surprised as I was. Yeah, someone would want to run into. Yep, I agree with that. That's when I reacted, sir. I swung my arms like an octopus, struggling to detain him. That's when I got this gash in my hand. Maybe if you just kept your cool, your hand wouldn't be. When I saw the blood trickling down my arm, I panicked. I grabbed the man by his collar, and I fought for my life. Then I did it. Tell me more about this. What exactly do you mean when you say you did it? I know I don't look the type, but I'm really into kung fu films. Oh, baby, films won't let you learn anything. Snatch the knife from him. I spun him around and performed the disarming maneuver. I made sure to close my eyes like a man. Yep. The next thing I knew, his white coat was drenched in a sea of my blood. And then the next thing I knew, yes, he punched me right in the face, sir. After that, I passed out until another officer smacked me awake. About what time did you regain consciousness? No offense, sir, but how am I supposed to know that? I wasn't conscious. You know, that makes sense. According to the report from the officer that woke up the witness, it was around 5:30. He hit me right in the head, too. I woke up crying tears of pain. Oh no, baby. That's nice. I mean, it's nice that you recovered, that is. When it came around, though, I made sure to finish my mission, sir. Your mission? Yes, sir. The Blue Badger, sir. I returned him to the entrance before things got out of hand. Well, you can all rest easy now. You know, I have a fairly accurate picture of what happened. Yes, sir, Your Honor. Only one thing remains unclear. Was the man this officer murdered really the victim? He's got a point. Yes, Officer Meekins? With regard to that, sir, take a look at this. It was sent to my jail cell. Oh, wait, what? Chief Gant delivered it to me. This man. What is this man doing? Videotape? Oh my god. Hey kids, do you know what this technology is? A videotape. Contains footage from the security camera in the evidence room. Do you know what a VHS is? Okay.
Objection!
What? But I specifically asked if there was such a tape, and was told it had been mistakenly erased. That's quite a mistake. I just do what I'm told, sir. It's the only thing I'm really good at. Oh no! Oh no, Meekings! Show us the video of you murdering the victim. Oh, please stop using that word, murderer, sir. It scares me! Oh my god. Oh, this is 3D. Oh, guess this is for the DS, yeah. Did we get to see it? Punch in the face, attack to the... No, we don't know, but we don't see him do what he said he did. Okay, but we don't see him move? How did he get out of the room? Wriggling piece of plywood. Oh no! Sir, that's the pride and joy of the entire criminal first department, sir. That's the Blue Badger, sir. Anyway, this tape seems to prove the witness did indeed encounter someone in the evidence room, and some sort of activity did take place. Your Honor, instead of relying on clearly incomplete footage, the witness testimony will suffice. Is that alright with you, Officer Meekings? No, I don't agree with this. Hello, Otis. His face can't be clearly... But there's no question that the other person was Detective Goodman. I mean, he opened the door, which required Detective Goodman's fingerprints to do. And the locker he opened is unquestionably Detective Goodman's locker, sir. It must be him. No one else could have unlocked it. Each detective has given a locker equipped with fingerprint-activated lock. These locks ensure that each locker can only be opened by the detective it belongs to. That would mean the detective at the crime scene would have to be Detective Goodman. I mean, yeah, we did see him. In the video, in the VHS. Otis, do you remember VHS? In the VHS, we did see him opening the locker. But everything begins with contradictions. That's where I have to start, yeah. Yes, I am old, so am I. If you must label people as having seen or not seen the man's face, I believe it would be classified as the latter. The latter, but you were standing right in front of him, were you not? More to the point, you are the person who fought him, aren't you? Oh, yes, sir. But I didn't get a clear look at his face, sir. I'm not the kind of guy who looks directly at people when talking with them. Oh, no! That's a good trait for a police officer, yep. So I'm sure it was him. I bet my badge on it. Oh boy, don't do that. Okay, why do you say that? You never actually saw Detective Goodman's face. Well, I suppose you might say that. That is, if you must label people as seen. You can only you can verify it. Why is everyone looking at me? I had to label your search disturbing art. Stop it, Meekins! Oh no, that noise! Having been shown a questionable video at best, we are not in the best of moods. Now please be more certain when you testify. You claim the man who brandished the knife on you was Detective Bruce Goodman. Tell us why you were positive it was him. He opened the locker which was prior to the fingerprints. Okay. About these lockers, is there no other way to open them? No, sir. I myself tried all kinds of methods in the past. They only respond to registered fingerprints, sir. Wonder what kind of methods he's tried. If the man opened the locker's lock, which only responds to its registered fingerprints, then he must be the person the locker was assigned to. Exactly my point, sir. And this, too. Is a question of the lockers. Okay. How do you know that information? I've heard rumors, sir, from people in the know, sir. People in the know? Who are them? Give me your... I forgot the word that I was gonna use. Give me your sources. The workers in the department cafeteria, sir, they keep me informed. They also listen to my romantic troubles. Oh, sweetie. I would also listen to your romantic troubles. The open locker did indeed belong to Detective Goodman. I verified this information through a more reliable source. So the victim opened the locker with his own fingerprint. So it must be him, no one else could have unlocked it. However, the most important detail is not shown in this video. The man's face. Sir! If I may say something, sir. Yeah, I guess so? I don't understand why the man's face is so important in this case, sir. I mean, it was his hand that opened the fingerprint lock. And it was his hand that tried to thrust his knife into my body, sir. My unsettled state can testify enough to this. Yes, you have a point. The footage doesn't lie. That is, unless the defense can find a problem with it. Yeah, let's check the court records. Hey, I'm gonna check the court records. Can I see it? Let's look at the time. 14, 29, 30, 31. It's doctored. It has to be doctored. Because there was a point that it was missing the whole leaving, right? 1714. I'm looking at the time. I'm sorry, this is literally what's bugging the heck out of me. Because we don't see Goodman leaving. No, it wasn't doctored. So the time in the video is not a thing. The flag covers the face, right? Yeah. I'm gonna say there is a problem. Leads to the possibility that... Wait. Does the time change at the end? No, it doesn't. I have an idea. Let me check. Can I pause it? Yeah! I saw it! I have an idea. City contains such a contradiction. Interesting. Your Honor, I have a proposal. Yes, Mr. Edgeworth? I propose we have the defense point out to us this contradiction. Oh, it wasn't doctored. Very well, proposal accepted. Okay, how do I will play the security tape. Mr. Wright, please show us the contradiction as you speak of. Yeah. You can do it. We can do it. Oh, you can fast forward, rewind, or pause. Okay, thank you for the pausing. I can stand watching the video. Oh, my baby. Yeah. Give me a second. Give me a second. There. Percent. The thing that's strange about this video has got to be this. Officer Meekings. Sir, do you mean me, sir? As I understand it, the locker apparatus works like— Oh, why is this song playing? No! No, not the song! Stop it! I need the court music! When you grab the handle, a sensor reads your fingerprint if it's a match. The light turns on and the lock is released. According to my very limited experience, that is the way I understand it, sir. If so, then something is seriously wrong with this picture. Stop it! Stop with the music! I'm gonna be driven insane! Yeah, no, it wasn't locked! I'm gonna be driven insane, and I'm chilly, so I'm gonna go get my sweater from my work backpack. Creepy music. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it so much. I hate this music so much. This music is gonna drive me insane. And now I have a sweater. Whee! I have a blankie and I have a sweater. Okay. Let's do it. Let's keep playing the video game now that we're all warm and comfy. The tea's probably still too hot. Let's rewind to a little earlier. Okay, I'm glad the music doesn't go... doesn't invoke the devil. I'm glad the music doesn't get it, the devil doesn't get invoked. Sheesh. Here, notice the light? What's this? It's already lit! Thank you, music. Go away. Precisely my point, Your Honor. The locker was already open before the victim grabbed the handle. Oh my god, that chicken noise is so bad! I don't like it! What's the meaning of this? The meaning of this is I just made a little pineapple bun in my head. You guys cannot see it, but I made a little pineapple bun in my head. It's very simple, Your Honor. The locker wasn't locked on the day of the crime. But the locker locks are controlled by an electronic system. When a door is shut, a sensor is triggered, and the locker is automatically locked. It must have broken down. Of course, I'm not an expert in this. That's not likely, Your Honor. The sensor would detect and report any malfunction. It just shows— oh no! Oh no, Judgy Poo! Yes, why wasn't the locker locked? Your Honor? Yes, well, you see, this is exactly my field. What do you think, Miss Scientific Investigator? Oh, maybe something like jammed the system sensor? Something jammed the sensor? The glove! There is something else that seems out of place. Yeah, I thought so too. Is it the glove? There's got to be another clue somewhere in this footage. A piece of paper. A glove. Oh my god, we're gonna fast forward it. I don't wanna— I'm glad that they don't fast forward the music or anything. Oh, rewind. There we go. Please watch closely. Ah! The white thing falling. It's a glove! It's a glove! It's my hand! It's my skin! I shed! Oh, I'm so glad they're not playing the music. Is it bad that they're not playing the music? Is the music playing? No, it's not playing at all. I'm so glad they stopped it. This is driving me insane. Oh, tea's still too hot. I want tea. But sir, it's been my experience that things fall out when doors are open. I often fall out and roll over. Oh no, me kings! That's not the point! That item was completely inside the locker to begin with. What do you mean? This sensor triggers the lock when the door is shut. What if something was inserted, say, between the sensors and the door? Wait, let me go back. I need to see. This white thing wasn't inside the locker. It was stuck between the door and the sensor. Yeah, that's, yeah. It's just like my tie. Turned down 2 out of 3 times it gets stuck in the door. No, me king. But the object would have to be extremely thin to fit in the door. Not only that, it would also have to block electrical currents. Plastic baby! There just might have been the thing. Yep. It's a plastic baby. It's plastic, right? Rubber. Hehe. Basically the same thing. Oh, no, I don't want to look at my... No, that's not what I want to look. I'm glad that I pressed A and not Y. I found this near the locker. A thin rubber glove. It was the victim's locker. It has the tag that says SL9 incident. The video seems to depict the victim opening the locker. But that isn't the case. The lit lamp attests to this. And the day of the crime, even I could have opened that locker. Is that not so, Officer Meekings? Sir, it would appear so, sir. I hate the chicken noise that Meekins makes. I hate it. I don't like it. It makes me uncomfortable. So we are to believe then that the victim, whom this witness stabbed in the evidence room, was not Detective Goodman. Yep. Do not be misled, Your Honor. What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth? The defense has merely demonstrated the possibility and nothing more. The victim in the video was indeed Bruce Goodman. And the prosecution will offer one more testimony to prove this. Officer Meekings, please testify about this. Sir? Me, sir? I'm not sure what you're referring to, sir. Oh, you mean that, sir? Of course, sir. This has to be a joke. This whole game has to be a joke. There's one thing that proves the man was Detective Goodman, sir. To enter the evidence room, one must use their ID card. When an ID card is used, there's a record of it. At the time of the crime, the detective had used his ID card. Mm-hmm. I have the ID card record here, Your Honor. The one that Phoenix Wright gave us. Yeah. Just before the crime, huh? Yes, without a doubt, this is the victim's ID. However, one thing does strike me as unusual. Several hundred cases should have been due for transferal. Why were there so few people using this room? This particular evidence room is only used for storing certain special cases. Special cases? Extremely violent cases involving police staff. Ugh, yeah. There were only a few cases up for transferal there, and most were cleared up by noon. I see. Now let us move on to the cross-examination. What are they doing to me? It's not accurate that you believe this is to be rock solid. If my hand wasn't wrapped in bandages, I'd even give a V for victory, sir. Yep, he could, but I think there is. It's kind of like a gang, like a badge sign in a couple countries. I think that in England it is a badge sign. I don't know. Uh-huh. Okay, I keep it here so I won't ever forget it. You know what? Fair. I do keep my lanyard with me when I go to work. Maybe you shouldn't wear it around the neck. Yeah. Raining time. It's my ID. Where's I got stuck? Oh no, sweetie. Let it be noted that this is the record the witness referred to. Yes, that would be detective. That would be it. What's the matter? According to this, Mr. Edgeworth, your name is on here. So it is, Your Honor. Not the prosecutor again. Hey, maybe he's behind all this. Being a prosecutor, he could hide evidence. Mommy, is that man in blue Sorry, the man in blue and it shows Phoenix Wright. No, it's Meekings. Meekings is who they're talking about. The inquiry committee will want to speak with you again today. I have nothing to be ashamed of regarding my actions or the consequences. For now, let us continue with the cross-examination. Yeah, poor Edgeworth. At the time of the crime, the detective had used his card. Earlier, I believe you testified that when you asked the man to show his ID card, he pulled a knife on you. Yes, sir, he didn't show me any ID card. Don't you think that's odd? I mean, if he had his ID card, all he had to do was show it to you. There wouldn't be any reason to draw a knife. Maybe he just panicked? I don't think so. Let's point them out. Mr. Wright, what do you think? I'm confused. The problem with this ID card testimony so far is too obvious. It's not like Edgeworth to miss something like this. I don't know it! You're thinking too hard about it. Come on, let's show them what we've got. What do we have? Oh! Edgeworth is so perfect. Yeah. What if? Could it be this? Oh, it's not this. I'm sorry. I'm not perfect. Okay, it was the thing. I was thinking too hard. Wait one moment, Officer Meekins. I'm not good at waiting, sir. I have the victim's ID card here. I found it at the crime scene. That makes sense. When I say crime scene, I'm not referring to the evidence room at the police department. I mean the other crime scene. The underground parking lot at the prosecutor's office. Your Honor, I have one more piece of evidence to present. It's a very important clue regarding the victim's ID card. A lost item report. Yep, it's only half complete. This shows detective had lost something on the day of the crime. Something important enough to fill out this report. You believe this something is his— Yep, I do believe so. On the day of the crime, Detective Goodman was not carrying his card. Yeah. Is my tea ready to be drank? Oh, it's still a little bit hot. What does it all mean? It can only mean one thing. Doesn't it require much thought? The man Officer Meekins was not Detective Goodman, but rather the man who stole his ID card. Yeah. I agree with that. I have only one thing to say to the defense. Bravo, Mr. Wright. Bravo? Allow me to summarize the defense's argument. At 5:15 p.m. on the day of the crime, the man in the evidence room Officer Meekins encountered was not Detective Goodman. There are two grounds to support this. First, the locker in the evidence room was already unlocked. Second, the victim lost his ID card. Am I correct so far? Yeah? That being the case, we must inevitably arrive at a single conclusion. The victim in this video is a fake. Then, if the victim in this video is a fake, then the murder in the evidence room is also fake. In other words, the security camera does not show the instant of a murder. Yeah, oh my god, what did we just do? Is something wrong? Yeah, only moments ago you seemed to be content to be pointing your finger around. This isn't going to end well. Nope, I don't think so. Well, seems you finally realized exactly what you've gone to such lengths to prove. The defense has already done the explaining for me. The victim in this video is a fake, which means a murder did not take place at the police department at 5:15 on the day of the crime. So the real crime could only take place at one location, the underground parking lot. At the prosecutor's office. The murderer being Miss Lana Sky, the defendant. The evidence is compelling. A trustworthy witness observed the moment of— oh my god, Edgeworth! You really, really, really want to ruin Phoenix's day. Though technically you want to ruin each other's day. I guess. I guess. Yeah, the testimonial was way too shabby. It was all a trap from the beginning. Yeah. Who exactly was the victim Officer Meekins encountered, and where did this person disappear to? However, this trial's purpose is to examine only the murder of Detective Goodman. Just so Your Honor. Mr. Wright, what's happening? What do I do? How am I supposed to get out of this mess? Yeah, we're gonna object. Objection! We're always gonna object. What now, Mr. Wright? Don't tell me you're objecting to what you've just proven. Of course not, but I almost walked right into the prosecution's trap. What are you talking about? This cross-examination has proven one thing and one thing only. The security video did not show the actual murder. But did you see the quote? Did you guys see the quote? Okay, can we fast forward? However, it cannot be said that it is unrelated to the murder in the parking lot. Specifically, large amounts of blood traces were found in the evidence room. The defense demands further examination into the truth of that matter. Mr. Edgeworth, if this court were to examine this further, other witnesses will be necessary. Is the prosecution prepared? I'm sorry, Your Honor. The prosecution considered the incident at the police department to be unrelated. We have not prepared any other witnesses for this incident. Oh! Mr. Wright, do you mean? Your Honor, the defense would like to request a specific witness. Someone we have reason to believe knows the truth. The truth behind the activities that took place. Just to hear this person's name. Oh, do I have to tell him? Will I have to pinpoint it? This person. What is his or her name? Jake Marshall, the cowboy! Officer Jake Marshall. Why him? I can let Edgeworth know everything just yet. He's in charge of the evidence room. I feel we should hear what he has to say. The prosecution agrees to the Since he's responsible for guarding the room, we should hear his testimony. Fortunately, he works in the police department. We shouldn't need longer than 20 minutes to prepare. Yes! Yes! Thank you, Lord! 30-minute break? Okay. Okay, we need a 30-minute break. In this 30 minutes, I will drink my tea. Tea. There's no stopping you, is there, Mr. Wright? Huh? What do you mean? You called for Jake Marshall. Seems you figured everything out. Nope, I haven't. Yep. Emma. You always know everything. Why don't you just tell us? Yeah, Mr. Wright is just dumb right now. He doesn't know anything. Asking for his protection. Oh, Lana! Don't you trust us? Don't you trust me? Oh, Gumshoe, pal! Oh, I guess I am. I'll come back later. No, Gumshoe! You've got a lot of nerve making a detective run around, all around while on duty, and tell me here. I've seen happier people at funerals. Sorry, detective. You better be, pal. Hey. Hey! I didn't see you there, Chief Prosecutor Sky. That's okay. So, have you brought what I asked? Oh, you mean this, right? My apologies, detective. Due to my present circumstances, I was forced to use Mr. Wright's name when making my request. My name? Never in a million years would I have thought it was you who asked me. Could I bother you to bring me the SL9 incident files? I'll need them by noon. Talk about crazy. But Lana, that's... I thought Mr. Wright might need them, so I had them brought here. Here, you might do well to read them. Oh no, we have to read! Guys, I don't like reading! I don't read? I don't know how to read! Was a witness? Joe Dark killings 2 years ago. Take it from me, you don't want anything to do with serial murderers. Oh, what? Now that I've brought you your stuff, you're just gonna ignore me? Emma? But why? Why is your name in here? What? My name isn't there? I don't know. Unless... No. It couldn't be. Lana, the SL9 incident? Is that... That's the classification number of the police file. The police filed it under. 2 years ago, the rest of the world knew it as... the Joe Dark killings. No. No, Lana! That's over with. No! Just remember, I gotta be somewhere. What the fuck? Jake Marshall, Angel Star, Damon Gant, Miles Edgeworth. Not to mention Lana and Emma. Everyone involved in this case is connected to those killings 2 years ago. This can't just be a coincidence. Knowing you, you just might be able to figure it out. Time to get back to the trial, Mr. Wright. Best of luck. I better take a good look at this file. Oh no. Oh no, guys! Guys, what the heck? Yeah, we're saving. Can I take a look at the file? Judge, I need to take a look at the file. Perpetrator Dark, serial murder, death. Edward Jones, Jason Knight, Edith Kirby, Rachel Moss, Jeb Bates, Neil Marshall. Miles Edgeworth, witnesses Lana Sky, Emma Sky, Executive investigators, Damon Gant, Lana Sky. Head investigators, Bruce Goodman. Investigator Jake Marshall, and Andrew Starr. Let me talk about the next witness. The officer in charge, Jake Marshall. Are you drinking vodka, sir? Sir, I don't think you should drink vodka. Well, at least his music is kinda good. Yes, we get it. You're a patrolman! It's raining. If you listen hard enough, you can hear the howling wind call it. It's Jake Marshall, Your Honor. Oh my god. Edgeworth is the howling wind? Oh my god. According to the papers, partner. What do you mean? A desperado soul is as boundless as the desert sands. No paper can sum it up. Yeah. In plain old English. Yeah, please. Day of the crime. Do it. My job was to keep a wary eye on the bone orchard. They said I was supposed to make rounds 3 times a day, but that ain't my style. Besides, the room's protected by 2 security systems anyway. If I remember right, I was at the street side saloon at the time it went down. I'm just an innocent traveling man, so you're out of ammo. If you're out of ammo, it's time I hit the trail. Jake Marshall. Guys, Jake Marshall. I can say I particularly care for your attitude. I can't say I care for your beard. Whoa! Whoa, man! Whoa! I mean, the security cameras and the ID card reader. I reckon even a cowpoke like you knows about those. What does a cowpoke mean? I'm sorry, Texans? Wild, Wild West Texans? What does cowpoke mean? I'm gonna Google this. What does cowpoke mean? Cowboy. A cowboy? Cowpoke? Cowboy? Oh my god. Whoever the translation team is actually very good, but like, I am afraid of all the words that I've learned. Yes, well, what about the fingerprint activated locks in the evidence lockers? He didn't know about it. Okay. But he does know. He just didn't know. With following orders. This one seems like trouble. Yeah, this one is all trouble. My job was to keep a wary eye. How exactly did you keep an eye on the evidence room? I just made sure nothing moved in the security camera monitor. That room's so still, even time dies in there. I mean, that is a very good analogy. You interred them? Videos of nothing that aren't useful. When the time would come up, I'd erase the tape. Every 6 hours. Each time I'd erase a tape, it felt like I was erasing a part of my life. You know what? That is actually fair. You don't physically enter the evidence room? But you made your rounds on the day of the crime, right? Ain't you heard a word I said, partner? I told you that that ain't my style. I'm afraid I don't understand. No desperado I know lets rules get in his way. No desperados I know join the police force. You know what? That is also fair. So, Officer Marshall, on the day of the crime, just between you and me, I didn't set foot in the evidence room that day. There was a rubber glove stuck to the victim's locker. Do you know anything about that? Sorry, partner. Can't say I do. I haven't been in that crypt in weeks. What is this guy? Yeah, seriously, tenure? You used to be a detective, so you've used the evidence room in the past, correct? Of course. Back in the day, my locker was a goldmine of evidence. And yet, you didn't know about the fingerprint locking mechanism? Sorry, partner. I ain't good with machines. I couldn't even tell you how a bike works. Oh my god. Yeah. The sensors on the locker handles cannot be seen. It's well known that some detectives are unaware of their presence. I guess so. Oh, gumshoe. I don't know, it doesn't seem to be relevant. Yeah. If I remember. Okay. What were you doing in a place like that? I was eating spaghetti. Not even Angel's steak lunches can beat the parlor Von Goal's sepia pasta. You mean to tell us you abandoned your police duties to eat some noodles? Not all desperados eat tacos, partner. Oh, but tacos are so good. Yeah, that's not what we meant, and I hope this is tayo. That's strange. This is usually where Edgeworth says, "Did you not want to race this year?" No. I'm just an innocent traveling man. Okay. Out of ammo, Officer Marshall. That's right, partner. Or as you'd call it, evidence. If you plan to pin me to this crime, you'd better draw. Otherwise, you're just wasting my time. My steel horse is waiting to carry me back west into the sunset. One thing seems clear. Despite being responsible for guarding the evidence room, the witness does not appear to have seen anything. I have a trump card up my sleeve, so I'd best keep my cool. Oh, right. But that ain't your style. If that isn't your style, why this? How exactly are they in the same? They aren't, are they? Oh, god damn it! Did I ult? But it said that he said that it isn't his style. Nice. Did I do it wrong? Did I get ahead of myself? I swear it's here. Or maybe I am choosing the wrong one and it's the saloon one. I mean, I can only be wrong so many times. Doesn't it strike you as odd? That is, you being called in to testify like this. After all, you weren't in the security room at the time of the crime. And yet you dragged me down here. Explain yourself, partner. It's quite simple. You left a very large trail behind at the scene. Or to be exact, a handprint. Listen real good, partner. Like I said, I'm the caretaker of that crypt. I pay my respects, that is, make my rounds, about once a month. It's only natural my fingerprints would be there. I only wish it were, officer. But you see, your fingerprints were covered in blood. Finally, we get Jake marshaled. The blood was wiped away, however, luminal tests clearly revealed this. Well, Officer Marshall? Seems to me, there ain't a person in this room with a head on his shoulders. Oh my god. Head and shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. About the bloodstained fingerprints? Tell us about it. Like I said, it's only natural for my fingerprints to be in the evidence room. One of them just happened to be at the same place as the bloodstained Handprint. The murderer touched the locker. But the bloodstain and the fingerprints are completely unrelated. Or didn't you know the murderer was wearing... How did he know the murderer was wearing gloves? How did he know the murderer was wearing gloves? We're gonna press everything, but how did he know the murderer was wearing gloves? That and one more thing. The locker happens to be mine. Oh, that's your locker? I mean, what I said. That's the locker I used when I was a detective. The locker I still use. All that's in there now, though, is a heap of broken rings. I see. It'd be strange if my fingerprints weren't all over that locker. Apparently his fingerprints data was never removed. Yeah, that's wild. One of them just happened. Okay. So then, what about the bloody handprint? Wasn't mine, so no mystery. Please explain. My locker is covered with my fingerprints. It's just so happened the murderer touched the locker in the same place as my fingerprint. The chances of that happening are 1,000,000 to 1. On the contrary, one could argue just the opposite. The chances of that not happening are 1,000,000 to 1. Get one thing straight, partner. You ain't gonna get no reward from me with a mere fingerprint. Oh my god, you wanna know why? Are completely unrelated. How are they completely unrelated? They're as different as night and day. Kind of like cereal and cereal. Oh god! One's got to do with breakfast and the other one's the type of murder. It's also a serial number, you know. Oh, homonyms. Homonyms. How do you know this? I may be a loner, but I still do my job. I keep up on the reports. There was a bloodstain on the scene, thought to be left by the murderer. That's right. It was found in Detective Gumshoe's locker. However, no fingerprints were detected on that handprint. Oh yeah, I think we tried that too. So that would mean the murderer wearing gloves happened to place their hand on top of an officer's marshal's fingerprints. That's the only logical conclusion. Are you starting to get the picture, partner? The picture? The seal of blood in the desert is just food for the buzzards. There was only one reality, and that's this. The security tape. So long as McTrail isn't in there, you can't say otherwise. Oh my god. Please consider carefully where you're going with this cross-examination. Now then, continue your testimony. What do you mean by that? You want me to tie this crime... me to this crime? If so, that video is the only direct evidence you have. But the video is next to useless. It's full of blind spots. Blind spots? Places you can't see. The camera is panning back and forth. The floor isn't shown. If someone was familiar with the camera's position, they could leave the room without being caught on tape. Objection! We don't have time for your speculations. If you can show us evidence in this video that indicates Officer Marshall was present, please do so now. There's no evidence in the video. They're trying to find out a little more information. Oh my god. Can you please give... Okay, what do I have? Oh my god, this is bad. How do I prove this? trying to figure out how to prove this. Oh no. Am I completely lost here? Am I completely lost? I am completely lost. Can we dust it for fingerprints? Let me press everything again. Here. I didn't want everything. The locker happens to be mine. So it is his locker. Really, what am I missing? What am I missing? I mean, that feels like something I can check. Do we have anything? Do we have anything that says that they were wearing gloves? We have nothing. Does the video show someone wearing gloves? I guess that's what I have to look at. Mirror with a camera position. I cannot really tell if he's wearing gloves or not. Allow me to point your mistake. Oh my god. Can I fast forward? I don't know if this shows someone wearing gloves or not. The cloth at the end of the video? Does it show the cloth? I hadn't noticed that. I hadn't noticed the cloth at the end of the video. The days are short in Texas? I don't think so. You can clearly be seen in this video. Exactly 8 words. The key lies in a certain locker shown in the video. Eagle Eye Otis! You did it! You have won your prize of being my friend. The locker with the white cloth sticking out, that was the witnesses, I believe. Now then, let's rewind the video for a bit. Oh, the white cloth, it's gone! What's the meaning of this official mark? When the crime took place, the white cloth wasn't there. Then it suddenly appeared. There's only one explanation. Officer Marshall, you were in the evidence room at the time of the evidence of the crime. What's more, you opened your locker when the camera was turned away. Order, order, order! Hold your horses. Sorry, partner, but you got the wrong man. So what if my locker was opened? It doesn't mean I'm the one who opened it. Edgeworth? Edgeworth is like... Everyone's so shocked. Yeah. Oh, Jake Marshall. He really is dumb. He really is dumb. You're the only person who can open that particular locker. Yep, a fingerprint sensor. The lockers can only be opened by the detective they belong to. Well, Detective Gumshoe did mention something about this. Aren't that obvious? Oh, God. So, Sheriff, what do you have to say in 8 words or less? I only got 1 word for you, partner. No! Oh. In red. He don't know! Witness, explain. If this is a joke, it's the worst I've ever heard. I assure you this is no joke. Now then, please tell us what you were doing in the evidence room at the time of the crime. Olé! That's from Spain? Judge? That's from Spain! That's Corrida de Toros from Spain! Or flamenco too. I think that they also, when moving, they also do flamenco. Ole. I'm not that well versed in flamenco, but they do that when the bull, when you wave the cloth in front of the bull, and the bull charges at you, and then you're able to skip it like to avoid it, they say "Ole," and that is from Spain. Yeah, definitely matadores. Same thing. Bullfighter. Yeah, that's so right, Officer Marshall. I believe we can figure the rest out from here. Have a look at these floor plans. There is no place for someone to hide in the evidence room. Yet Officer Meekins didn't see Officer Marshall. If that's so, then where was the witness? It seems Mr. Wright has an answer. That's right, the only possible conclusion. Well then... Spanish colonies in the south more than likely had corridas de toros. I mean, we have corridas de toros in a way. He was Officer Meekins! But that's where the victim was. We have corrida de toros. It's not in the same... Well, it used to be corrida de toros. Now it's not in the same way. Now we have zapote. Now we just freaking bully the bulls, and that's actually very rude, and I hate it. I also hate the corrida de toros, but you know what? That's sort of my culture, but not quite. It's like saying that all people from the US should eat toast and beans all the time because that's sort of their culture, but it's not. Yeah, once he saw the man's face, he'd known for sure. But he said he didn't see the man's face. The man's reaction when confronted. Oh, delicious, delicious, sweet victory. Something about the officer's story puzzled me. If the man had his ID card, why didn't he just show it? He would need it to enter the evidence room, so he must have been carrying it. The answer is simple. He couldn't show it. As you can see, Detective Goodman's picture is on his ID card. If he showed that, his cover would have been blown. Officer Meekins would have realized that the man wasn't Detective Goodman. Do you have anything to say to this, Mr. Officer Marshall? Quite an imagination, oh boy. It's called circumstantial evidence. Circumstantial evidence? He's still denying it. You're gonna have to do better than to break a detective, unless you have hard evidence proving I dressed up as a victim. I can't say I particularly care for your uncooperative disposition. And say I care for your beard! Oh my god, Jake Marshall, shut the fuck up. His beard is amazing. Do you have any evidence proven beyond the shadow of a doubt that Officer Marshall dressed up as the victim? Well, who am I kidding? I don't have anything like that. I can see the fear in your eyes, partner. Seems you're the one who couldn't take the desert heat. Subby's the one. What can I do? It looks like your lack of experience has finally been exposed, right? I'll pass on to you what someone told me when I was just starting out. When you run into a wall with no places to go, return to the basics. Try thinking outside the box. Try thinking? I shouldn't look for proof that I was in disguise. But rather I should look for evidence that came because he was in disguise. Why do you think this locker was opened in the first place? What do you mean? There's no reason for Officer Marshall to open his locker at the time of the crime. Yet he did despite the chance it might be discovered later as it has been. Which means he didn't originally plan to open his locker. According to the defense argument, Officer Jake Marshall dressed up as Detective Goodman at the time of the crime. Then after the crime was committed, he opened his own locker for some unknown reason. that a white cloth is sticking out of the locker seems to indicate that he opened in order to put the cloth inside. Perhaps the video is the key to all of our— Oh, not the video again! Very well. What is the... Okay, can we fast forward it? Thank you. Thank you very much for the fast forwarding. He doesn't have blood here. He still doesn't have blood here. Oh boy. Okay. Oh yeah, this tape is gonna be unusable. This tape not gonna work out with all the fast forwarding and the rewinds. Yeah. Oh, I am so glad that the music doesn't fast forward. I would be so fucking annoyed, and it would be summoning a demon or something. Yeah. However, something unexpected happened. Officer Meekings was there. When asked to show your ID, you pulled a knife on him. However, Officer Meekins panicked, and the white coat you were wearing was soiled with blood. A bloody white coat? You couldn't just walk out like that, so you hid the coat in your locker. Not bad, partner. He said it in quotation marks, he doesn't mean it! Now then, Officer Marshall, are you ready to tell us the truth? 2 years ago, if you were only half as persistent then as you are today, we all wouldn't have to be here now. Now would we? Officer Marshall, tell the court what you did. All of it. All right. Seems the time has come. Okay, this is the confession. I had to do it that day. I couldn't just stand by and let it die. I stole the detective's ID and dressed like him. I planned to take out the evidence. I wasn't expecting Officer Meekings. I knocked him out and managed to escape. I knew which areas wouldn't be caught on the camera. There wasn't any murder in the evidence room at 5:15. So the victim was really you. But there's one thing I still don't understand. Traces of large quantity of blood were found on the floor. Oh, it was Meekings' hand! It was murder, then how could that be? Officer Meekings managed to cut his own hand. My guess is he's a donor. You know what? That is actually fair. Why, when you say it, you mean, do you even have to ask, partner? The SL9 incident. 2 years have passed since the case was closed. It was going to completely end with the transferal that day. Not if I have anything to do with it. The incident's not over, but what did you hope to accomplish by sneaking into the evidence room? When a case is closed, only the case lead detective can look through the evidence. I wanted to have a look at it myself one more time. No matter what the cost. I don't care what anyone says, partner. That case is mine. But Officer Marshall wasn't in charge of that investigation. That day was my last chance. That's why I sold the detective ID. Okay, tell me more about this. If I didn't make it look like Goodman was carrying out the evidence transferal, I'd be arrested for stealing evidence, which wouldn't get me anywhere. Yeah, that's fair. So you did it to fool the security camera. And the detective ID card? I sold that the morning of the incident. So that really was why Detective Goodman started filling out the lost item report. I returned his ID. I left it on the floor of the prosecutor's office parking lot. That makes sense. That's why we found it. So essentially, you managed to succeed despite your lack of foresight. What do you mean, partner? I mean, the fingerprint-activated lock, of course. No matter how well you disguise yourself, you can't change your fingerprints. Under normal circumstances, you wouldn't have been able to open that locker yourself. But he could, because a rubber glove just happened to get stuck in the door. That means Detective Goodman must have opened the locker before Officer Marshall. I wasn't expecting Officer Meekings. You pulled a knife on Officer Meekings and tried to drive him off. Let's just say I was a little surprised. I only planned on being in the evidence room for no more than 5 minutes. I didn't think anyone would actually come in during that short time. Certainly is 1 in a million type guy, yeah? Mistaking a detective for an intruder demanding to be shown his ID. I'll have to think a little more about his race this year. Oh no! Anyway, he threw himself at me, and I ended up cutting him slightly. I'm sorry it had to turn out that way. With me knocking him out and everything. By the way, what happened to your knife? Oh, you mean this one? I don't know what to say. So you knocked Officer Meekings out and managed to escape. I knew which areas wouldn't be caught by the camera. So you did your research beforehand. And those who go into the desert unprepared don't live long. That's fair. I didn't think it would make a difference though. The security tape is erased every 6 hours. If all had gone as planned, no footage would have been left. However, you blooded your coat and your struggle with Officer Meekings. Someone was in the security room when I came out. The jig would have been up. I opened my locker, stashed it in there. What was Officer Meekings doing during that time? What else? He was sleeping like a baby. So what you're saying is on that day, there wasn't a murder in the evidence room. But the blood found in this scene, it certainly indicates a crime took place. What are you, blind? The victim shown on the tape is me, and I'm not dead. So you stole the evidence from the locker. Actually, no, I didn't. Why not? When I opened the locker, the evidence was already gone. What? It's still missing, Your Honor. Someone stole the evidence, yeah. Officer Marshall, may I ask you one thing? It's a free country. I'm also free to decide whether or not to answer. Why did you do this? Stealing a detective ID, injuring a police officer. This is no small offense. Moreover, you're an officer yourself. This will have serious consequences. You will be fired! And just be forgiven with a simple cut in salary. Oh no! Not that salary cuts are ever a valid solution. Actually, it's illegal for here in Costa Rica for you to take a salary cut. Unless you're moving jobs and going to a completely different company. Like I said, this isn't your case. This one is mine. I'll do anything it takes to get an answer I'm satisfied with. The witness has an unusual amount of zeal. Let's hear more. I can just forget the SL9 incident. You know why? Why? Wasn't it? It was sold, wasn't it? Assorting the evidence room. Joe Dark was convicted for his crimes. One thing I can say for sure is he deserved his sentence. Remember Joe Dark case? It involved serial murderers, didn't it? I don't intend to complain about how it turned out, but there's something that still bothers me. Something went down in that trial. Something no one will talk about. What happened? I don't know. That's what I'm trying to find out. Maybe I should present it? Present it? I had a feeling we'd wind up here sooner or later. Everyone involved here is related. Yep. Better take another look at the files. Officer Marshall, I think I understand. I think I know why you care so much about SL9 incident. Too much cactus juice? Aww. Some aloe, maybe? Well, not... Aloe isn't a cactus, it's succulent. I have this SL9 incident file here. The name, Marshall, is mentioned in here. Wait, was it not Jake? Neil! And Jake. Oh no! In a list of murder victims. Neil Marshall. Are you related? Yeah. I'm sure you've heard the name. 2 years ago. You received the— Wait, but no! But no! Wait! Go back! He had it— It had a knife! It had a knife in that image! It had a knife! You must be talking about the King of Prosecutors Award. Now I remember. Prosecutor Neil Marshall. He handled the SL9 case before I did. That's right. He was killed. And the case fell into your hands. He was. My brother. Oh no, now I feel bad for him. Why do I have feelings? I don't want to have feelings. This is a video game. This is not for feelings. This is for fun. The group of detectives I was part of worked under them. We were desperate to prosecute the killer. Joe Dark. My brother fought Joe Dark and was killed. That was the first time Dark left behind any evidence. That was all we needed. He was arraigned and incarcerated. The case was finally closed, at least according to public records. My brother couldn't have been killed by Joe Dark. I knew my brother better than anyone. No one could have beaten him in a fight. And that's it? That's your reason? There's more to my brother's death than what the records say. No matter how much you try to hide it, you can't fool me. Well, at least one thing's for certain. Now we know what happened at the police department on the day of the crime. That was the last day the SL9 case would be reopened. Not satisfied with this resolution, Officer Marshall planned to steal the evidence. Disguising himself as Detective Goodman, he entered the evidence room. Officer Meekins confronted him, so he rendered him unconscious and fled. No murder took place at the police department that day. The things that happen by chance never cease to amaze. At exactly the same time as the murder at the prosecutor's office, this fake murder was going on at the police department. Chance? It's gotta be. Yeah, I agree that it's gotta be more than just that. So no one was murdered at the police department. That means the murderer and the police and the prosecutor was the real one. Which in turn means only one person could have committed the crime. Chief Prosecutor Lena Skye. But wait, if verdict wasn't reached in yesterday's trial. Which is why we examined the incident at the police department today. But there's only one reason the defendant was not convicted yesterday. There yet remained the mystery of the simultaneous murder at the police department. Seems to me, this boy's got the draw on you, partner. All of the mysteries at the police department have been resolved, no doubt about it. Our sole murder took place at the prosecutor's office. The only suspect is Lena Skye. And the testimony of one Miss Angel Star is completely incontestable. If you have response, make it single word or less. That's a response, I guess. I rest my case. Well done, Mr. Wright. Thanks to you, I didn't need to waste my time disproving the alleged murder at the police department. I'm dizzy. This game is making me dizzy. The apparent murder on the security camera's tape really was fake, but I didn't realize that would end up proving Lena's guilt. Yeah. Time for it. This court finds the defendant. Who said hold? Oh, Emma. Your Honor, wait. Emma? The defense has an objection. A scientific objection. Right? Mr. Wright. Are you this girl's guardian, Your Honor? Oh, in a sense. All I'm asking is for a minute of your time. Please hear me out. Mr. Edgeworth, please. I don't want to leave any loose ends. You want a minute? I'll give you 3. I was kind of in shock. I mean, finding out the SL9 incident referred to the Jodar killings. Yep. But that's when I figured it out. I mean, what Officer Marshall was trying to do that day. So I knew his fingerprint had nothing to do with the crime. That left only one thing. The other handprint. You mean the traces of blood found in Detective Gumshoe's locker? But no fingerprints were found on it, right? Emma, what are you getting at? Ran over there and looked at it again. No. Yeah. Sorry, I guess I'm not much of a scientific investigator after all. Is that all? Please don't be mad. I'm just a high school student. Aw, baby. But Mr. Wright, those traces of blood are the only clue we have. If we can't find something wrong with them, please, Mr. Wright, you're a professional. If anyone can save Lana, it's you. Oh boy. Now then, Mr. Wright, with regard to the incident at the police department, does any reasonable doubt remain? It appears the defense is troubled by the other blood mark. No pressure, not at all! Is there a problem with this? Mr. Wright, I'm sorry I can't be of more use, but still, if you can't find anything wrong with that blood mark, Lana will be... Oh my god. If I ever needed to concentrate, it's now. What could be wrong with the handprint on Detective Gumshoe's locker? Could there be something I'm missing? I mean, I will have to object, because that's how the game goes. We're gonna save. We're just gonna save. Objection! Just gonna save. Clearly shows a contradiction. The only thing is you grasping. Tell me, is there a problem with them? This is strange. Take a good look at these floor plans. Something is missing. Missing? You mean something hasn't been drawn on there? Something that when drawn will completely change the meaning of the blood mark. Give me a second, I need to look at those floor plans. What is missing? Oh! The blue badger. No way! The blue badger, mascot of the police force, defender of the truth, guardian of proof. Please look at the floor plans of the crime scene. The blue badger is not here. So watch what happens when you put him in. This is where he was. Right in front of Detective Gumshoe's locker. Edgeworth! So long as the blue badger is dancing here, it would be impossible to place a handprint on the spot on the locker. Yeah. Holy fuck. How did we pull this? It means it can't be done. What are you saying? Blood traces were undeniably found on the locker. Don't look at me. I didn't put it there. Mr. Wright, think it through scientifically. Emma, on that afternoon, Officer Meekings was the one who brought the blue badger into the evidence room, right? After he put it, it would be impossible to... Wait. So it was either Miles Edgeworth or that Sevens, or those Sevens. I can't. I'm shocked. It's the only possible explanation. On February 21st, the police department's evidence room, blood was spilled not once but twice. One time was captured on this tape, taken by the security camera. Officer Meekings cut his hand. The problem is the other time. Can we fast forward through this? I don't need to see this anymore. Someone bled prior to the struggle shown in this tape. Had to have been Detective Goodman when he was really murdered. I refuse to accept your absurd claim. The murder portrayed in the security tape has been proven to be fake. However, that does not explain the blood mark found in the locker. So then, assuming this murder you purportedly really happened, when did it take place? I demand you show evidence that proves it when it occurred. To summarize, the defense claims that prior to the officer mix. Okay, yeah, I cannot speak. I cannot speak. That's right. Proof was presented. There is One Piece. The One Piece is real, guys! Brought the Blue Badger panel into the evidence room at 4:50. At least before that time, it would be 4:40. Edgeworth, it wasn't you, Edgeworth. I know it wasn't you. Drop the act, witness. It doesn't take a lot of thought to figure out it couldn't have been me. Nope, I ain't getting it. It's clear from the luminol test that the blood was there. However, when the second crime took place, both Officer Meekings and the Officer Marshall failed to notice the blood. That means the blood from the first crime was wiped away by the real murderer. I would have had just 10 minutes to murder the victim, carry his body away, and clean up the blood. Unfortunately, that's impossible. Yeah, I guess so. Who is the Sevens? Who is the lucky Sevens? How could Detective Goodman enter the evidence room? Since there's no record of his card being used beforehand, he must have entered along with the real murderer. That's the only plausible explanation. He went in with all the lucky Sevens. Find out whose ID number is 777. That's 17 too many. You're right. I am unable to look up the owner of that ID card, at least at present. Wait, why? The ID number belongs to someone with a higher rank, with a rank of captain or higher. Someone who is a so-called executive officer. Wait. What are you? Oh. But That's ridiculous. Just how I am not finished talking. There's one situation in which you can be granted authority. If an official charge against an executive is accepted. An official charge. You're all alike, aren't you? With your cover-ups and your forgeries. That's how prosecutor offices operate. Oh no. Wait. Is Lana an executive? I mean, guess so. Would appreciate it if you would keep your slander to yourself. Yeah, no slandering! Let me ask a question. No, not you. To her, the defendant sitting over there. Your own little executive. Lana, okay, yeah. She's being charged with murder. Of course we've looked up her ID number. And it's not 7's. Don't play me for a fool, partner. That's not what I want to ask. All I want to know is one thing about that incident. Answer me this, Chief Prosecutor. In that trial 2 years ago, did you really only use legitimate evidence? Do you need to the witness to repeat his question? I heard him fine. I was in charge of the prosecution for that trial. At the time occasionally, we felt the powerlessness of the law. At least, I did. Lana? I became a prosecutor in order to suppress crime with the law. But before I realized it, we were the ones being suppressed by the law. What the fuck are you saying? During that trial 2 years ago, did you really present all the evidence in court? Can you look me, an investigator in that crime, in the eye and say that you did? I don't have to, Officer Marshall. Why won't you answer him? Drastic crimes require drastic measures. That's just the way it is. We did what we had to, in order for him to get the verdict he deserved. What the fuck? Even if it involved forging evidence. So she's going to jail, but not because of this. See, that's what I'm talking about. No. Lana's remarks caused such a stir. The chaos in the courtroom could not be quelled. We would have to wait until the following day. And this is the perfect time for me to end my stream! This is the perfect time for me to end my stream, guys. Is it called Extra Day? Oh no, it's investigation. Okay. Oh my god. First of all, this trial, I am so dizzy. And I don't know if it's because of this trial or because I haven't washed my hair in a week. Or because I'm hungry. Probably both. Oh my god, this game. This game. Oh my god, that's all I can really say. This fucking game. We will raid with... Do you... don't waste the VHS. We will raid with don't waste the VHS. But I don't know who we're gonna raid yet. So, we're gonna figure that out. Who is streaming? Yeah, that would be fine. That would also be fine. Yeah, we're gonna raid them. We're gonna raid Green Power Star. Green is currently playing through Super Mario World. So I am sending you to a very good channel. I promise. I will not see you tomorrow because it's a day I work in the office. and there is absolutely no possibility at all for me to get back home early like it was yesterday. So I'll see you on Thursday. And I have a feeling that I will want to continue Phoenix Wright. Because I feel like next stream we will finish the trial. My heart is beating. The VHS has been worn out. Bye, everyone. Thank you very much for stopping by, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Bye-bye-bye-bye-bye. Bye-bye-bye. Bye-bye-bye-bye-bye. Bye-bye-bye-bye-bye. Bye-bye-bye-bye-bye.